Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw and this channel is all about the narcissistic personality disorder to give you more understanding of the people you might be or have been dealing with in your life, how to handle those people, how to handle yourself around those people, or how to go no contact with those people, and how to recover from narcissistic abuse and create a much happier life for yourself. If you do like the information on the channel, please do subscribe. This video is about how a narcissist divides and conquers. How a narcissist turns you against yourself and turns you against other people, turns other people against you to gain further control over people. How they break down your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs within yourself and within those people around you, how they break your trust within those people around you to maintain their power over you, to maintain their control over you and other people. Because divided, we fall. So when we are divided against ourselves, we fall. When we are divided against other people, we fall. Which is why we often end up with things like depression, anxiety, CPTSD, because we have been used against ourselves to bring ourselves down so that the narcissist can raise themselves up, so that they can feel superior, so they can feel powerful, so they can be in control, so they can exploit with greater ease, so they can feel special about themselves and so they can gain the attention they believe that they deserve. Divide and conquer is used because the narcissist wants to win by creating that drama, creating that conflict and getting you to argue against yourself, your own beliefs, argue against your own emotions and getting those around them to argue against each other. It's when they use emotional blackmail and they use your beliefs against you, they manage to turn and twist the story. They manage to play a game over here and then exploit you with another game over here to get you to question who you are as a person, to question your intentions behind things, to question how you're feeling, and to go to them more and more and more for advice about who you are as a person, slowly losing yourself. The whole golden person, scapegoat person. They will gain a golden person, whether that's a golden person in the workplace, a golden person in the family unit, a golden child, the golden relationship. They will create that golden person where they will idolize, they will love bomb, they will flatter, they will raise them up, they will put them on that pedestal, they'll make them feel so special, they'll make them feel so loved, they'll make them feel so wanted, so that the person builds that trust and that belief within the narcissist. Because someone who treats you that way, how could they be so cruel to other people? How could they be so cruel to you? Because you live that reality of when they treat you so well, it pulls those belief systems into that hope of who the person claimed themselves to be. It builds that trust and that faith within that person, because how could someone who treats you so right go from treating you so right to suddenly treating you so wrong? How can someone who loves and cares about you not have your best interests at heart? They future fake, they plan all those dreams, they get to know all about you, they get to know the things that you enjoy doing with children. They find the child that has similar sorts of interests in them and they give them that excessive praise, that excessive compliments when they are achieving what the narcissist wants them to achieve. They spoil them with gifts, they spoil loved ones with gifts. In the workplace, the boss can go all out with the new work colleague and in front of everyone praising them for how much work they've done, giving them bonuses, giving them something so they feel appreciated by the boss, to idolize that person, to build that trust. It works in all dynamics, in all relationship. It works with friendships. A friend can suddenly be there for you for absolutely everything. And quite often that friend is the one causing the drama in your life. And then been there to help you through that drama that they're causing if they're a narcissist. Quite often that narcissistic friend within your life is the person that's causing all the drama within your life, but you don't see that. All you see is that narcissistic friend being there trying to support you through the drama you don't see that they're creating for you. They tell you what you want to hear. They tell you what they believe you want to know. They are with you every step of the way. They are so helpful. They build up that trust. Then you have the scapegoat, where they invalidate that person. They ignore that person. They put that person down. They scapegoat that person. Any problems that the narcissist has, any feelings that the narcissist has that the narcissist does not like, they project all those out onto the scapegoat in the family, the scapegoat child, the scapegoat in the friendship circle, the scapegoat in the workplace. They find a scapegoat to pin all the blame on for the narcissist behaviour. So it distracts people from what the narcissist is actually doing and makes people focus on the scapegoat that hasn't actually done anything wrong. The scapegoat just hasn't done what the narcissist wanted them to do. So they will start to then use your own opinions against you. So one minute you had this person that wanted everything you wanted in life, that agreed with the things that you agreed with your opinions, and then all of a sudden when you speak out, you can get that opposing opinion where they will criticise you for your opinion. Do you really think like that? I wouldn't really have put it like that. Do you really want to wear that outfit? And they'll slowly plant those seeds of self-doubt within you. So if you're thinking of applying for a job, it'll be a case of, do you really think that's the job for you? Or you're looking to start a new course. Do you really think you're capable of doing that course? The covert ways. The overts will be more direct and say, that's not for you. And the plant those seeds of self-doubt within your own mind to divide you against yourself, so that you end up going to the narcissist for answers, who will then further their control and dominance over who you are as a person. Within these situations, with any given situation, we have to turn to ourselves. If we want to start a course in something, we have to ask ourselves if that is something we want to do for us, because anything in life, learning any new skill in life, it's going to be hard work. Like a toddler baby learning how to walk. Some babies get it quicker. Some babies take that first step and they are off and running. Some babies get it by 9 months old. Some babies, it's when they're 18 months old. Some 24 months old. Some will take a step and stumble and fall and go back to crawling, bum shuffling. We are all individuals. We are all unique. We are all different within our own right. And with good intentions, that is our right for us. So we have to look and question ourselves. Do we want this, whatever it is for ourselves, for us? We have to put the work in to achieve that. If someone else can do something, they're human like you, and that means you can also do it. You just have to put the work ethics in behind it to achieve those goals, to achieve those dreams for you. If you've got a little passion behind it, if you really enjoy it, it helps. When you turn to other people, it's okay turning to people for guidance and advice if it's the right people. If you turn into a narcissist, they are going to pull you down. They are not going to try and raise you. They are not going to try and support you. It's a case of when you're having that wobble at something, when you've made that mistake at something and it's put that down within your own mind because you've made an error in judgment or you've made a mistake. And you can turn to the right people who will turn and say, it's just a hiccup, don't worry, learn from it, go again, you're amazing. And they will point out your qualities, they will point out what you have achieved to help you to go again. A narcissist will use things, anything they can, even things that aren't even true, to gaslight you, to pull you down. I told you you couldn't do that. They will not be supportive of you because they do not want to see you succeed. They want to succeed, and they want to do it by pulling you down so they can succeed a lot quicker and a lot faster. They learn your insecurities. They learn to use your insecurities, your weaknesses and your strengths, and they will twist them and turn them and use them all against you. So if you've been cheated on in the past, even if you heal that, there's always going to be that past emotional effect there on your memories that can trigger a memory. And even when healed, even when you put your trust and faith in someone else, somebody who loves and cares about you would respect that and would notice if something's made you feel a bit off and would try and help you through that situation. A narcissist will use that to exploit to their advantage, to turn you against yourself. They will be in a big group of people. They will flirt with somebody in front of you purposefully and then claim that you're being jealous, you're being insecure, you're too sensitive. They will twist it so that it distracts from what they are doing and pulls onto you and your thoughts, your feelings, your beliefs, your values, and you start to doubt yourself. They then further their behaviour and get away with it more and more and more because you're doubting your own feelings, your own judgment more and more and more. When really you've got to listen to that feeling, you've got to listen to that instinct, and you've got to think, I don't like that behaviour. That person obviously doesn't care that I don't like that behaviour. That person is not for me. You can have this in a friendship, and this is where the narcissist can become extremely twisted in the things that they do. You can have a friendship group and you might have a partner, and the narcissistic friend might be coming at you and saying that your friend is flirting with your partner. Your friend is texting your partner. Your friend is this. One that they're trying to split the group up and control your life. But the narcissist will be there to help you through this situation. They'll be giving you advice and guidance on the relationship and the friendship, but in a twisted way that is actually destroying that friendship and destroying that relationship. But you don't realise, because you've got their words coming into your mind, then when you go out and that friend is talking to your partner, your husband, your wife, it then triggers that thought process, and you will have the narcissist on your shoulder, real or imaginary, with the words that they've been planting into your mind, creating that doubt within yourself. And it divides people, and you end up falling, you end up losing those friendships, you end up losing those relationships, all because of somebody else that's envious of the relationship you've got with that friend, that's envious of the relationship you've got with your partner, so they seek to destroy it any way they can. Divide and conquer is a form of triangulation where they will gossip to one person and then gossip to another person, and often they'll go to one person and the narcissist will tell that person what the narcissist actually thinks about that person, but claim that you said it. Most people will then go into the defensive mode, and they might come up with something to fire back. Well, if they hadn't have said this, if they hadn't have done that, they will fire that back to the narcissist. That is all the narcissist then needs, to go straight back to the person that they lied about in the first place, tell that person that the person they've just spoken to has said this, which was then a truth, even though it's a truth where they defended themselves about something you hadn't even said. And then the narcissist can pin each other off against each other, create that conflict, create that drama. And then once they've created that conflict and drama, they can sit back and enjoy the show because they're no longer taking a part in it. They've managed to put that doubt in each other's minds to get people to play against each other. The narcissist wins. The narcissist then gains enablers and flying monkeys to help them in their campaigns to divide people against other people and to bring other people down. They cause rivalry, conflict and drama near enough everywhere they go, but then they will gaslight people by saying, you're always creating drama, you're always gossiping, they gaslight. I never said that. I never did that. They will gaslight people to doubt their own reality so that they look more to the narcissist for their reality when we have to. And when you're in this situation, it's very difficult. So sometimes it's advisable to keep a diary of events and things that you have and haven't said, because it can cause that cognitive dissonance within your mind. You can start to lose your memories a bit when you're around it on a long-term basis. So keeping a diary where the narcissist cannot find it, so that you can start to gather your own thoughts and your own feelings again and listen to your own thoughts and your own feelings. A bit like how you dress is for you and only you. It's only for your opinion. It is not for other people. We have kind of been programmed to dress to please other people, to not be judged by other people. So then we can question ourselves and we can ask other people, do I look okay in this? Most genuine people that just care about you will just accept that you are who you are, and yes, you look okay in that, and they'll not make that judgment call. Narcissistic people will bring you down to make you feel insecure about how you look, when in reality you've got to look in a mirror and you've got to think, do I feel comfortable in what I am in? Am I happy with what I'm wearing? So if someone comes to me and says, oh, you're this in that, I can just think, well, that's your opinion. If that's your opinion, fine. It's not my opinion of me, otherwise I wouldn't be wearing this. So it's about what you naturally feel comfortable in. We all have flaws, we all have weaknesses, we all have strengths. It's about owning our own weaknesses and our flaws so that people can't use them to turn us against ourselves. By gaslighting, by lying, by blame shifting, by twisting the story, by telling half truths, by gossiping to other people, the narcissist can control the narrative between people to meet the narcissist's own need, their own gains. This is a situation where, if you can, with some narcissists, you might be able to call them out on their behaviour in front of the narcissist and the other person and get to the bottom of the story. If you're all together, you put it in a way that's not going to get someone to jump on their defensive. So kind of, oh, they said the strangest thing the other day. They claimed that you thought I was this, so I just wanted to clear this up and explain. And you can almost get from your own, you can get it from your own instincts, from the way they look at each other, the way who wants the ground to swallow them up, and you can kind of judge who has actually said what and bring it into the light. With some, you can't do it around the narcissist because they will use this against you. They will find more manipulative ways to bring you down because it will cause them deep criticism, and they will try and find a way to punish you. So always be careful, but try and talk to that person that you've been told has been speaking about you. The thing is with people, those people that come talking about others to you are often talking about you to others. The kinds of people you want in your life are people that don't go discussing everybody else around you, behind your back, behind their backs. You want people that you can trust because they don't go talking about everybody. They don't go putting all their family members down. They don't go putting all their friends down. You have some narcissists that are very, very smart, that will only act certain ways in front of certain people. So it is tricky. Knowing your own boundaries, knowing your own beliefs, knowing your own abilities, owning your own insecurities, things like that, to keep yourself on track. Always asking yourself, and even if you have to begin that by thinking of asking yourself as in asking a friend, someone that you really loved and cared for, if you're questioning or doubting something, bringing it into a situation where, although you're asking yourself, be that friend that's asking you. So think of someone that you really, really care for, coming to you and saying to you, what do you think about this? What advice would you give that person? Whatever the issue, problem you have, they're asking you about that. What advice would you give? That is the advice you need to take on board for yourself, and you need to take action on that advice that you've given yourself, no matter how difficult it is, and find the ways to take action on your own advice. When it comes to things like the smear campaigns, the smear campaign is another way for a narcissist to divide and conquer, to protect themselves from the truth coming out about them, about their behaviour, about what they've been doing to you or to other people. And often they will use any small thing they can as evidence to exaggerate to other people. So if you've stayed up late drinking, they will then turn it into you're an alcoholic. If they've divided so you've fallen into the depths of despair and you're trying your hardest to dig your way back out, if you're struggling with things like anxiety because they've put you into that emotional state, they will use that against you by claiming to other people that you've gone depressed, that you might be, but they're not doing it to help you. They're doing it to gather an army of enablers, to gather an army of flying monkeys, and to tear you down, not to help you out. And it's the same when people come to you and they're putting other people down because they're having a rough time in life. They're not the kind of people you want around you, because if they're not going to be there to support that person that they once claimed to care about in their time of need, they're not going to be there to help you. With a narcissist, people often give chance after chance after chance to their own detriment and then walk away. And they might spew a few words out in the anger and resentment stage, but it's a case of looking for, is it just one or two or three people that have treated them badly, that are toxic, that have hurt them within their life, that they are talking badly about? And listening to yourself about how they are speaking about those people, because we can all have that one, two, or a few too many people in our lives that have hurt us in some way. But paying close attention to how people talk about other people. When it comes to a smear campaign, the best thing, but the hardest thing you can do, is stay out of it. It is human nature to want to defend ourselves, to want to explain our side of the story. Only this often pulls us more into the situation of what's happening. The sooner we step out of it, the sooner the truth actually outs itself. There is certain situations when you're going to need to gather evidence, messages, emails, things like that for court cases, where you're going to need to gain that evidence. In all other situations, the best thing you can do is stay out of it until the dust settles, until people find something else to gossip about. Life's about standing in your own truths, standing in your own beliefs, standing in your own values. This is not to enforce your beliefs onto other people. Their beliefs are for them. You can either work with them or stay away from them, but it's not to try and force your beliefs onto someone else. And your values, if you personally wouldn't treat someone in a way, you do not accept that treatment from someone towards you, because it's not acceptable. It's not what you would do. It doesn't mean they're right. It doesn't mean they're wrong, even though they could be wrong. It just means it's not who you are, and they are not compatible with you. You have to treat yourself how you treat other people. Narcissists treat other people genuinely how they think about themselves. That golden person is often what the narcissist sees good within themselves, that they project onto that person. The golden child, if the golden child has a hobby that the narcissist enjoys, they will pick up on that, they will zone in on that, and they will pick the child up and raise the child up and help the child out, because it's what the narcissist feels good about and it's what the narcissist enjoys. When it comes to the scapegoat person or the scapegoat child, all the bad bits of the narcissist, they tear that person down. They project all their flaws onto that other person to escape those feelings from within themselves. So learning who you are as a person, learning to give yourself the love and the respect that you give to other people. You have to be at your best to give your best. It's the whole aeroplane example. When we are on the aircraft, we are drilled in the beginning that if anything is to happen, you put the oxygen mask on yourself first. This isn't to harm those people around you. This is so that you can be at your best to help those people around you. Potentially, you could put that oxygen mask on a toxic person, on a narcissistic person, and then they will cut and run and leave you to struggle to breathe and not be able to get that mask on yourself. You could put it on a genuine person who would then turn around and help you out. When we've got hands flying all over the place, it causes chaos. In emergencies, we need organised chaos. And organised chaos is when we know we all put it on ourselves first to rescue ourselves, to believe within ourselves, to believe within our own capabilities. Then we reach out to those around us to help those around us. It is not to be selfish. It is not to be mean. It is so that you can be at your best to give your best. I shall add in the description the video about limiting beliefs. I'll also add in the description the video about triangulation, because that goes into a lot more detail of how they triangulate those people around them to divide and conquer, so that the narcissist can further their manipulation and further their control by using people's emotions, using people's beliefs, using people's thoughts, using people's values against that person, so that the narcissist can further their control. Today, write a list of 3 things that you would really, really like to achieve within your life for you. And then start looking at things that you can do to start achieving these things. Work on the one that's going to be easiest to attain first, to give yourself that self-belief, because once you've reached that one goal that's easier to attain, it'll give you that belief to drive on to the second and the third. But keep all 3. You might change these as you grow and develop and as time passes, but keep all 3. Find 3 things that you really want to achieve out of your life for you, and then focus on one. And one is finding the thing you like to talk about, or the thing you're passionate about, or something that you really... So if you enjoy writing, start writing. If you enjoy painting, start painting. If you enjoy decorating furniture, decorate furniture. If you enjoy cutting grass, starting to find jobs to do with cutting grass. If you enjoy driving, finding some sort of... If you enjoy chatting, if you enjoy cutting hair, finding something that you enjoy and turning that passion into goals, dreams of your future. Start with something small to give yourself that belief, and then keep going every step of the way. And one day you'll look back and you'll have achieved it, and you can work on the next one, and you can work on 2 or 3 at a time. But today, write that list of 3 things that you would like from your life. Thank you very much for listening, and I hope everyone has an amazing day. Bye.